Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Chubb.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Flanagan, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb,
his 7th rushing touchdown of the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Flanagan.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson finding Green complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They go play action now. Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, Flanagan. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
1 second, all that remains.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll run on first down. Flanagan. And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 77 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Flanagan, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll run it with Lacy. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Flanagan, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film under pressure. They got him again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. On first down, Flanagan. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Well, they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play-action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The play fake, now Stanley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. This ball complete.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up.
Chill, right? Chill.
Plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Back to throw.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run on first down. Flanagan. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual, because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football, because this won't happen very often.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they'll have a